Welcome back to Sort of Sophisticated People. You know the drill by now. We're Pete and Amanda, and we talk about stuff that we hope, one, makes you a little smarter, and two, hopefully see things from a different perspective every once in a while.
Well, that's a thesis anyways.
It was when we started. Are we, do you think we're still on track?
Totally.
Okay, good. That's such a vote of confidence. Let's go. Yes.
Well, before we get started today, I wanted to reintroduce our guest host, Mr. Alex Kripchuk, because today we will be finishing up our 3-part series on his totally incredible story of immigrating to the U.S. from Argentina when he was just a teenager and carving out a life for himself and his family for the last 50 years. Hello, Alex.
Wow. Hello. Hello, and thank you for having me back. And thank you for calling me Mr.
It's Dr. Kripchuk.
Oh, is
There
it?
you go.
No.
Oh,
It should be, right?
I was going to feel so bad.
Thank
I
you,
know,
guys.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming in. And I swear they really should make a movie out of your story because it's incredible.
Dudes, do you know how many people told me, for parts 1 and 2, how much feedback I've gotten already? Dude, this should totally be a movie. This should totally be a movie. Is this real?
Yeah.
Is this real? I'm like,
right?
The guy's real.
Wow.
Totally. It's insane. Yes, I'm getting a lot of feedback, so I love it. But wait, I have a question. With tax day coming up and all, I need to know, did you always pay your taxes, when you weren't, legal, Alex, or were you a cheater? I kind of want to know that.
Wow,
It's very topical
deep. We
right
just
now.
went
I
deep.
know. I'm going at you.
Since day one.
Since day one.
Day one. Even though it said...
How do you file taxes without having an ID number? Like a social security number?
There's a little story behind it.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, go.
Wow.
ready.
Here we go.
All right. Well, I was going to college.
I'm
but,
fact checking this.
Yeah,
Go
I was
ahead.
going to college, and then they were going to start giving me a paycheck for working construction, which I really wasn't supposed to do on an H-1 visa, student visa.
Yeah.
But they said, well, if you had a social security number, go get a fake social security number. But instead of that, I walked into the social security office, and I already had a California ID driver's license. And I said, I need a social security number. And they go, well, what happened to yours? It got lost in a flood.
Oh, my God,
dog
no.
ate it.
Oh, my God, no. This isn't fair that they could do that all those years ago.
I know. And I said, and they go, where were you born? In Pasadena, but I was actually taken to South America with my parents.
Oh, my God,
and
this
then I
is
came
exceptional. I'm going to get
Really?
I'm going to get Elon Musk on this and the whole, Doge and see if they can
back.
catch you.
No. But they gave me a social security number, but it said in red,
Yeah.
not valid for work.
Oh, but that's how you filed.
But I just filed.
Hey,
and
okay.
From day one, I paid all my taxes. But guess what? It's
What?
not how much you pay. It's not how much you make. It's how much you keep.
Well,
Right.
because
So
we
be very smart about that.
Yes, I know. Hey, so fun fact: did you know that the IRS originally had tax day on March 1st? Yeah,
Really?
Totally. Yes.
On March 1st?
Yeah, they
Why?
moved it all the way back in when it started in 1915. Yes, that was the
Oh.
thing. They moved it because apparently people needed more time. Spoiler alert: we still all wait till the last minute. Yeah, it wasn't till 1955 that it got moved to April 15th. I didn't know that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
March 1st.
That is...
Does Argentina have a tax day? Well, of course. I mean, I'm sure everybody has tax
You
day.
file,
but do you know,
yeah.
is it May 15th or something like that, or no? You
I
don't know?
never even paid
Oh, you were too
I
young.
never even
Yeah.
bought an ice cream with my own money
Yeah,
in
right.
Argentina. So.
Right.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
All right. Well, are we done yet? Can we get started? Because if not, we may need a part 4 of these series, which I'm not complaining about,
Oh my
but
God.
we just might.
Okay, sort of though. We need word of the day first.
Okay. Well, why don't you lay it on us?
Okay, so the word of the Alex, you remember word of the day? We got to figure out how to work in word of the day.
Yes. Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
you with me?
yeah.
Okay, our word of the day today is lugubrious. Lugubrious,
Oh.
people. It means looking or sounding sad or dismal,
Oh yeah.
in a usually exaggerated or over the top way.
I'm sorry. Lugubrious?
Lugubrious.
Like
Yes.
you got a loogie?
No, no.
Lugubrious?
No, like me for the last 18 months. I'm very lugubrious.
Okay,
Yeah.
looking sad. I mean, loogies look sad.
Yes, Loogies do look sad.
Okay.
I went a
Well,
little
there you
darker
go.
than you, but yes, I got you.
So
All right.
so would a a cemetery in the middle of
Yeah, like
would be lugubrious
No,
place to visit.
It's a person who's lugubrious. So you would
It's
be
a mood.
Yeah, it's a mood. Yes, thank you.
Right.
It's a mood. All
Okay.
right, so we got to work the mood in.
Okay.
somehow.
Well,
All
we're
right.
going to work it in.
Work it in, people.
I-
Let's
Right.
go.
I felt lugubrious many times.
Yes, yeah. All right. I hear you.
All right. So then a quick recap. So part 1, we talked about childhood and growing up in a politically charged 1960s Argentina with Russian parents who had immigrated 15 years earlier. And then at 18, you made the bold decision to move to the United States and go to college and start building a whole new life. And then in part 2, we talked about the challenges of adapting to life in the United States. And then we finished up with you marrying Sylvia and finding stable work after trying your hand at a few businesses before landing in the restaurant industry. So far, so good?
Very good.
All right,
Accurate.
perfect. I love it. So
I was listening.
where are we jumping in today? Okay, you're in America. You're probably like in your late 30s, and you and Sylvia just probably adopted Sasha, and you meet me. Shit, I've known you for a long time, dude. You were in your 30s when we met?
Wait, hold on. We adopted Sasha?
We adopted Sasha.
I'll get to it.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, that's fun.
okay.
What?
Oh,
I feel like you just jumped ahead.
I'm having a minute right now with how long I've known him.
Yeah.
We met in we'll call
93.
it 1993. How old were you?
30.
Kill me. You were in your 30s.
32.
I cannot believe that.
How old
All
were
right,
you?
18, 19, I don't even
You
know.
were coming out of
Oh.
school, dude. You came out of university.
Okay,
Right?
can
You
we?
graduated
I'm
in
feeling
Cali.
I'm feeling exceptionally old right now and vulnerable. Maybe a little lugubrious.
Do we want to
Not
talk
gonna lie.
Well played.
I'm having
Well
a moment
played.
right now. Can
Do we want to talk about how old I was in 1990?
No,
I'm
you
just
weren't-
kidding.
you were
I'm
not
just
even
kidding.
born. Right.
I was
But
born.
this is what I like
was
about
born.
this
It's
because
so
like
good.
it's like so many different
Yeah.
generations. This is
It's
super
all
cool.
perspective.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna jump in then. Okay, so let's start with how did you go from working in food service and managing restaurants to like the whole health and beauty world?
Yeah. Okay. So I got married. I like I said, I needed a steady job. I worked in the restaurant business 11 years. And by then, I already had my daughter. My daughter was born, and she was adopted. We'll get
To Sashita.
we'll get to that later, because it's a little side story in itself. But no, I have to say it. We had adopted Sasha. By the time that I decided I was putting too many hours into the restaurant business, and on a Father's Day, she walks into the restaurant with a Happy Father's Day card, and I go, "Wow, my daughter is walking." I was working 80 hours a week,
Wow.
and I said, "This is no life for me. I want to be home more," and
She took her first steps in your restaurant.
well,
Well,
probably
like not
at
your
home,
first, but
and I
like yeah,
didn't see
probably
it.
at home,
Yeah,
and then you
so
walked
yeah.
in the restaurant. Right.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was totally crazy. So I said, okay, well, I need something. I need to do something different. My wife, Sylvia, was already working for the beauty industry, but she was in the accounting and finance area of it.
Sorry, we didn't make it clear. Sylvia's the smart one in the family.
Stop it, Peter.
No problem. Continue, Alex.
She's definitely the CFO of
Correctamundo.
of this
She manages all his finances. Very tight.
personal business. But the company she was working with and for decided to have their first $1 million dinner at my restaurant. I met the owner, and the owner invited me to go to work for him. And I said, look, what would I do? They go, I like your personality. You talk to customers. Maybe you could be in sales. And I said, well, I took business classes. I like management, but I'm going to try it anyways. It was an open door. So I took the opportunity. I came in, and I noticed how much of I guess, an aspiration that I had in the past to be in some kind of a science-related field. And it all came very clear to me that the contract manufacturing of formulating products for the skin and personal care and for the well-being of people was something that really touched home. So I decided to dive into it. Went to UCLA, took some cosmetic ingredient formulating classes. I'm not a chemist.
Did that make you sort of sophisticated?
Or like really sophisticated.
TM. That was awesome right there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, it was intellectually stimulating. So, I yes, I get a high from that. So, I'm not a chemist at a molecular level, but I learned enough about cosmetic ingredients and their derivatives and their compounds and everything else to say, I know that 2% that can make me a little bit better than the next person. So I went back to the lab where I was working for and started working on my career.
And that's when you met me,
And
I looked up to you and said, "Oh my God, he's a scientist." That's when I started calling you doctor. And you were like, "Well, I'm not really a doctor, Peter. I just went to UCLA for a little while." And I was like, "Well, shit, I didn't go to UCLA." And our love story started, I think.
And that
Right?
yes.
Okay.
And human beings only retain about 2% of anything anybody ever tries to
Oh my
teach
God,
them.
I'm in trouble.
But if you do, right? If you do, your 2% is 100% more than the guy that doesn't know anything. So there you go.
So you got to go home every day at 4:00 then,
Oh, you
and
bet.
see your daughter.
Oh, you bet. 9 to 5.
Yeah.
It was, just relaxed hours. I never forget it. We had California Admissions Day off, Banking Day.
Yeah,
off.
I know. Well, that was crazy.
President,
And you
it
still,
was
in all that, you still ran circles around Eugene Laporte and Jim Yowell. So there, you know what I mean?
totally.
Right.
Totally.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
After working 80 hours in a restaurant, you work 40 hours.
I know.
40 hours
I know.
Monday through Friday.
You could
Come
murder.
on.
You could murder people. I completely understand it. Okay. Okay, we could probably share like a million stories because like that's when we met, and like now everything from here on out I totally know. But let's not bore everybody because it would just be two old guys like just talking about a bunch of dumb war stories. So like sum it all up. Like what did you learn in the last 30 years in the health and beauty industry? Or a few key themes or anything like that you would say like, hey, like I took this away, like this is important, like life lesson or valuable info for us.
From that in particular, yes, a lot. First of all, when you're working in the personal care cosmetic industry, right, is not an FDA regulated as far as say a prescription medicine that you take.
Well, shit, it wasn't back then, dude, but nowadays it's crazy.
Well, yes, it is.
A lot. We've come pretty far, Alex, in 35 years.
But still, at the time,
Go for it.
it's a self-regulated industry, right? So we're in the ethical business, and anything that you're represented to the client would be something that you can really deliver on, and you have to be true, and you have to know what you're talking about, and you build your reputation on build me this brand or build me this product. So that's.
I'm not going to bore you on this whole thing, but Alex had the most prestigious reputation in all of the whole health and beauty contract manufacturing industry. And side note, president of the SEC.
And beauty industry west.
And beauty industry west. The guy's insane. Like he's a legend in the industry space, and he's not talking about any of that. And I love that. And we don't have to go there or anything. But my point, your point of your reputation means everything. He wasn't slippery. He was awesome. He was authentic. He was awesome, and it mattered. I love that.
You built your own brand.
He built the Alex Kripchuk brand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. My name is my brand
Yeah.
in the industry. Yeah, and I
Amazing.
stand behind it. But when you see a celebrity-driven product, or when you see a promise-driven product, or when you see a doctor, dermatologist-driven product, they want to say, "Oh, I and my team developed this product," and it was us. It was us developing brands. Fortune 500 companies came to us and say, to Peter and I, actually, and say, hey, we're going to go out with a new skincare program or a new hair care product next season. And it's almost like if Chevrolet, Porsche, and Ford would come to you and to say, invent something that my customer base would love for next year. And under non-disclosure agreements, we had to develop formulas and products for those brands. So nobody knows behind the...
You're the secret sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
So I do have a question.
Wait,
Sorry.
okay, go ahead.
So like Kylie Jenner's, right?
Mhm.
Her cosmetic brand.
Right.
Is she actively involved in that? Or is that just like...
She makes a few key decisions.
But yeah, like she's not...
Fragrance.
Yeah, I mean...
Look.
It's kind of like someone comes over the different products and
it's
be like, is it
marketing.
this A,
Yeah.
B, or C, right?
Well, it could
but
be
it's mostly just her
it
image.
could be one or two. Either she licensed her name to somebody else,
Of course. Right, yeah.
or she says, no, I want to do it, and I want to be behind the brand, and I want to be in the lab with Alex and Peter.
Have you like come across that like
Yeah,
the celebrity brands that are actually want to be in the lab?
Dude, we've built celebrity brands in the lab.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Really?
they're older
In the
celebrities,
lab?
but yes, absolutely.
Huh.
Angie Everhart, Bo Derek. Like we did this.
Sylvester
Yeah,
Stallone's
Sylvester's
wife,
Jennifer Flavin.
Oh,
Yeah. They come.
I'm
in,
amazed
do
that
this.
they like were in
Yeah.
there.
Victoria's
That's awesome.
Secret.
Why
Michael
are
Jordan.
Oh, my God.
Michael
yes.
Jordan
What?
came into our lab. Yes, picked a fragrance, came into our lab. We did Michael Jordan clothes. Yes, totally.
No,
All right, we're
yeah.
hey, we're way off track, people.
No, that's fascinating.
No, but I have
That's
to say,
fascinating.
we filled 26 million bottles of Michael Jordan cologne
Annually.
annually for
We were
Michael
crazy.
Jordan.
It was crazy.
That's a lot of cologne.
That's a lot.
I mean, I
yes.
could tell you a lot of stories. Yes,
Oh.
but anyway,
Oh,
continue. So you took away reputation.
And it takes, and you learn patience, So that's why you have to stay true to these people. These people come over. Anybody can come over and say, I had an idea. I want a chemical-free, blah, 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 for my baby. And it's going to take you a year and a half to test and develop and everything else. So this is not like, let me sell you a house.
Yeah.
Or let me sell you a hardware.
It is a
Development,
relationship that you're
exactly.
developing as well as developing the product.
Right.
Because I'm sure if those clients are like super happy, then they're going to refer you, right? That you're building your empire. Like,
And I know now that you have to, as careful as we are, to be true and ethical and honest and patient and everything else. It builds character.
yeah.
And you can, ask me another question, because they say this you can basically transport to any other area of your life.
I mean, I feel like we all should be leading with integrity in our lives.
But when everything depends on what you say and do, it's not just punching the time card and leaving. So this is why I put a lot of trust and faith in my relationships, my friends, and also my business deals. I want to know what kind of person you're going to be dealing with the rest of your days.
So do you think the people make the difference? Or do you think it's like the process or technology advancements in the industry? Like, what is the biggest driver?
It's people. It's character. It's ethics. It's you looking at each and every human being around you as your partner in life, your friend, somebody you can trust. I mean, multimillion-dollar deals are made sometimes just by somebody looking at your shoes and knowing if you take good care of yourself or not, or your family life. Call me crazy, but I read people. Peter, but you always said emotional intelligence.
Yep, you had it.
It goes a long way.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know what emotional intelligence was
Until I taught you.
Until my fearless leader here.
Thank you.
This one taught you.
Take a look.
Well, maybe that's the whiskey talking, but
Wow.
okay. What I'm hearing is that in order to build your brand and build who you are, we need to be authentic. We need to make sure we have a good reputation, be reliable, have patience. We just need to be good people overall.
You be you.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. And I
You
mean,
be you.
earlier I thought you said something about Rotary Club. Sorry, I'm sparking. But how did the Rotary Club come about? How did you fit that in while you were running around the country selling beauty products?
Total lucky move. Total. I was a couple of years before in the restaurant business. The Rotary Club became co-ed. I guess they started accepting women also in the leadership. And they were looking for a banquet room, so I had the restaurant. I recommended it, and then I decided to join with them as a charter member of one of the first co-ed Rotary clubs.
Of course you did.
Wow.
In America.
Because that's how you work.
Yeah.
And so this was pre-beauty world.
Same time.
Same time.
Oh.
It all was going on at the same
How
time.
did that just...
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot. Okay, but I think your Siberia story was also a lot. Like the radio guy that heard your voice, and I mean, why'd you go to Siberia in the first place?
Okay, by the way, All the Light You Cannot See. Anybody? The book? The movie? Nothing? Do we know what we're talking about? World War II, the whole radio operators thing?
Right.
That totally reminds me of Alex's story with the radio operator in Siberia.
Sure. The
It was
short
amazing.
waves.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
nuts.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
anyway, crazy. Sorry. What were we talking about? Siberia? Tell me.
Siberia, yeah. Just sparking.
Rotary Club, Siberia. Talk to us.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so the Siberian trip was actually sponsored by the Rotary Club. They had a group of dentists that decided to go on a humanitarian mission.
I'm sorry, dentists?
Yes.
You went to Siberia with a bunch of boring dentists?
Well, they need a translator and an interpreter. So they were from...
Holy shit, that's awesome.
So, they were in the Rotary Club.
Right,
They
because
said,
you were the Russian, mafia.
I raised my hand. And
Oh
said,
my
"I'm
God,
going."
this is amazing.
So they go, well, can you translate and interpret? And I said, I can,
Of course I can. Let's go.
I can translate, and also I can interpret if the guy is pointing a gun at you. I said, he's pissed off, and he's going to... So they go, okay, you're good enough.
Wow.
Yes.
That's pretty funny.
It's amazing.
So we went on a humanitarian mission to visit orphanages there. We took him dental equipment, worked with the children's hospitals and children kindergarten schools, and for 2 weeks that was their mission, and I went with them.
So where'd you go? Like, where did you end up? Like in a concentration camp somewhere, dude, or what?
Well, sort of.
Where?
Right, sort of. Magadan, the Forbidden City.
I'm sorry, Magadan?
Magadan.
What is Magadan?
It's by the Kamchatka Peninsula.
Holy Jesus. Okay, this
You
is very
know what this
is
is?
very sophisticated. I like
You
this.
fly from Anchorage, Alaska
Okay.
to Magadan.
Yeah.
It's a 4-hour trip, right?
Yeah.
A 4-hour flight.
Give me an idea. Is this like Mongolia or where are you? I have no idea where the hell this is.
No, it's above China. It's above Japan. Kamchatka Peninsula. So
All right,
it's
so-
far eastern
Yeah.
Siberia.
It's Mongolia, dude.
right. Where communism for 50 years
Yeah.
sent all the dissidents and all of their
To the gulags?
to the gulags.
The gulags.
Yes, to the labor camps.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
call them.
Okay.
Yeah, so yes, that's
Holy shit.
incredible. So I guess we landed there. I tried to meet the people there, and I'm looking, and they all look like me. They all look like
Like, you mean
Western-
ugly? Or do you mean lugubrious?
You're
Well played.
It was a lugubrious scene,
Yes. Thank you.
Definitely.
Thank you very much. Yes.
and you expect to see.
Wait, why do
these-
they look like you?
Well, because for 50 years, Western Europeans, Ukrainians, Polish, people like me, were
Yeah.
sent to the labor camps to work there. In 1990, when communism fell, they opened the doors of the labor camps, and there's basically nothing. There's no train or anything going all the way back to the Western
Oh,
Front
shit.
again. So they stayed and lived there. Plus, their families, their wives, followed them.
Yeah.
to
Because that's where
they
because
were
that's where their
interned.
life was now.
Exactly. So just
Oh
to-
my God.
yeah, just to send them send them some food or
Yeah.
or whatever they needed while they were in the camp. And you could be sent to the camp in those days. I mean, let's say that you were in Poland or Ukraine.
Dude, but
or
it was like
Bulgaria.
fucking like -50 and they lived there?
They had to. Oh my God, the stories I heard. I mean, they would fight for a pick and shovel just to try to go and work in the gold mines there. Otherwise, you would freeze to death if you don't move. No, this
Jesus.
is
These
hours
people
of-
had to be these people had to be industrious, dude. Like
or
to live.
or you don't want to
To
die.
live.
Or you don't want to die.
Oh, my God.
So you just move.
Talk about the opposite of lugubrious.
Right.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm with you. Okay.
Here's a fact.
Give me a fun fact.
You know how many dissidents they killed?
1 million.
23 million.
Wow.
No.
23 million.
What
Just go and Google this shit wherever you want. But that's how many
Okay,
Stalin
I'm going to
killed.
GTS while you guys keep going. That's insane. Okay, what else besides Siberia? Do you have anything else? Like you told me a story about Costa Rica once. Was there anything in Costa Rica?
Through the Rotary Club also, yes.
did
there
go
were-
there?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
We sent dental equipment there. We sent medical equipment there.
Add
It's
in
not
that.
easy. It's all heavy work. But when you get it there and you see how much they appreciate it, you'll love it. And besides, you make lifelong relationships. Friends forever. Even the-
Did I miss out on the whole Rotary Club thing? Like, am I
Yeah.
allowed to still go, or am I too old? Did I age out of the Rotary Club, or can I get involved now?
No, you'd be perfect for it.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's semi-independent and
Huh.
oh yeah.
All right, give me an example of one of these lifelong friends that you claim you speak of. Give me one of these friends. I want to know.
First of all, I can go.
I'm going to call you out right now. I want to know if you really made one or not.
I can go anywhere in the world and have friends there. Friends that I consider themselves family. We had their children. We hosted their children here for a student exchange program, or we sent our own kids to Australia or Namibia or China or wherever it is.
This is crazy because I remember all these stories when you used to tell me when we were at work.
Sure.
Like yes.
I think we need to join a Rotary Club.
Like it's fantastic. Like Fabio. I mean, he was 18 years
Oh my
old.
God, I remember Fabio. You talking about Fabio all the time.
Fabio.
Holy shit.
Right. I wanted to freeze Fabio until my daughter would grow up and be married age.
I love that.
Oh, yeah. What an excellent person. He was 18 years old, came over here. He went to Corona High School. We hosted him at home. We taught him English, and he taught us. He taught me, at least, pronunciation in perfect Portuguese, just like a native.
Wait, how many languages do you speak?
7.
Jesus. Okay. All right. So we're up to Portuguese. Okay. This is crazy.
They still confuse me when I go visit him because I go visit him.
You still see
18.
him?
At 28, he turned 28. He became a world famous economist in Brazil. Right?
Wow.
Started handling.
Oh shit! Shout out to our episode Carnival Brazil.
Oh,
Let's
there
go.
you go.
Right? Okay. Sorry. Continue.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's go. We did a little. We did
Oh.
the whole like Rio de Janeiro.
Right. Oh
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
That's
Sorry.
beautiful.
We should have. We should have had Fabio on.
You should have.
We should
That would
have.
have been a good ad.
We blew it.
So when he turned 28, 10 years later, right, we get an invite to his wedding. Fabio said, I want you to be my American dad, best man at my wedding in Brazil.
Wait. Didn't he have a dad?
Yes.
So he had like a Brazilian dad. That was his dad.
You call me your brother, and I'm not even related to you.
Oh my God! No. I get what you're saying.
I'm
with you. So that's very like intimate. That's very important. Like I think that's amazing.
Peter, it's the relationships that you grow when you have somebody's kid in your house.
Yeah, no, I can't even believe
like your
this.
family.
Yeah.
No, forget. Okay, so then he was there. He was at home when Sasha was born. So Sasha, it's like Fabio's little sister. 10 years afterwards, after he left, he invited me to be his best man at the wedding. I mean, we're going now at the end of the year for his 15-year-old quinceañera.
That's unbelievable.
Wow. That's amazing.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how...
All about relationships.
This is how big this world is, and this is how you can definitely have family all over the world.
By the way, I just looked this mofo up on LinkedIn. He was the CFO of General Electric Transportation. You're not kidding.
Yeah.
So you had him in your house when you're 18 years old.
Yes.
Hanging out with your fam.
And now he's the CEO of Hydroways of Brazil.
Yeah, okay.
Everything. In Brazil, there's no freeways or trains.
Right. Fabio, I don't know if you're listening. I love you. I don't even know you, but I love you. All right?
In Brazil,
you're amazing.
They don't have trains or freeways. It's all jungle, right? So all of the freight moves through the rivers, through the Amazon and all the tributaries, all the way to Buenos Aires.
Thank you, Teddy Roosevelt.
Fabio is the shit CEO of Hydroways of Brazil today.
Wow.
They fly him from his house.
Hey, is that how you got involved with the whole Amazonian Alliance, or no? Totally
totally
separate?
Different.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
That's yeah. Oh my God.
I don't want to go there.
We got to make a movie.
Right. Otherwise, we got like a whole part 4 going on.
So then, was your missionary work separate from the Rotary Club, or was it one and the same?
No, it's 2 separate entities.
But how'd you have time for that?
Because in your heart, you do what the right thing is. I mean, if we're in business, or we're in Rotary Club, or we're in church, Alex, we need something. What do you need? Do you need blood?
So how did you like have time to like do Rotary Club, like travel all over the world to do sales, and then be like, oh yeah, I'm still going to do ministry work? Like really, like you like pulled that off? Because I remember you going down to Mexico and like building houses with your church and stuff.
And I can take no credit for it. Nothing. It's you are who you are.
He said yes to opportunity.
But like it was like every weekend, dude.
Okay, then get a wife that will say, let's do this. This is who you are. I'll support you. Go and do. I mean, you do you.
Oh my God, dude! Shout out to Sylvia Kripchuk. Are you serious? Like I was raising 4 kids. Like Gabby would have killed me. And you're like building houses in Mexico. And like I remember recently you just did the whole like you helped like refugees recently, like in San Diego, dude.
Yeah, but your own attitude built me up to do these things. Everybody does what they're called for, I guess. It's purpose.
Okay. Well, first of all, I really look up to you. And second of all, I need to hear the story about the Ukrainian refugees again, because I couldn't believe that shit. I'm sitting at work one day and you're getting in I think you rented a van and you're like, dude, I got to get out of here. I got to go. I'm like, where are you going? You're like, I'm going to San Diego. Can you fill in some blanks?
My cousin did. It was at the onset of the Ukrainian war, right? So my cousin calls me and said, there's a whole bunch of Ukrainians that basically sold everything they had, and they came to the United States, but in order to get in as refugees from the war, they're all stuck in Tijuana. So he says, I went over there and started helping him with a Ukrainian flag and saying, everything is free. Ask me for whatever help you need, and we will help you. I said, great, let's do it. So some of them, we gave them direction. Some family needed a couple of $100 to get over the border and get a hotel. Or we talked to, churches in San Diego and said, can you take a family?
This is amazing.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, your heart tells you something, you just go for it and do it. If you're going to do something, do it 100%, right? So we're not going to go there and, stand on the other side of the wall and pray that everything goes good. If you can physically do something for something.
You're awesome, and I love you. I just want you to know that. You're awesome.
Alex, I mean, your life is extraordinary. Like, I can't even fathom how you've crammed all that you've done into just the years you've been alive. But, like, how do you see yourself now? Like, are you Russian? Are you Argentinian? Are you an American? Are you all three? Like, how do you culturally identify?
First of all, how about if I tell you that it's not my life? It's a life that the creator of this universe that made us all.
Seriously, stop it right now. You're killing me.
Yeah.
The create right. You are the arms and legs of God.
You got it.
That's the plan.
Yes.
A visible sign of
Yes,
God's
it's
love.
purpose. Right.
Yes.
Right.
I love you.
Right.
Holy crap.
I was at a.
All right, but you have to pick one. Are you Russian?
I was
are,
at-
you,
I was-
are you Russian? Are you Argentinian? Or are you American?
I am American 150%.
Oh my God, let's go.
And
And-
I'm
but-
so
but-
interested. What is your definition of being American? Because I mean, I feel like we're in
A
this
badass mofo
I know,
who
but-
has
but
awesome stories.
But we are like in this cultural war of what it means to be American and how you identify as American.
Right. So America gives you freedom, but America also holds very dear the word liberty. And you're free to be whoever you want. But there's a difference in words between what we consider freedom and what other countries say, well, my freedom ends where yours starts, right? So don't abuse it. Do the best you can until somebody says, oh, you're not free to do that. Okay, then I'll move to Australia, Canada, or wherever it is, just to be myself. But I know that you're serving the greater good.
We need more Americans like Alex, right? Like this whole like not entitled. I work for everything.
Absolutely.
Like, sorry, like I'm gonna talk for myself. I don't want to like say that like all of us are the same way, but like I'm this entitled American, right? And Alex is like a real one. I mean, he came from Argentina as an immigrant, but he's a better American than I am because like he worked for everything he had, and he has a respect and understanding for like what's available to you because he's seen the other way. I haven't seen the other way. So I love you. I
Yeah.
love you, my brother. I love you.
But wait a minute. I needed people like you. I needed people like everybody to help me along. And that's why I help other people along. I mean, I'll never forget that movie, Paying It Forward. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there are so many people that open doors that my life story should be, 36 hours long if I have to mention all of them.
And so then what was the hardest part you feel about coming to America?
America's for the strong.
Okay.
America's for the strong. You better have convictions. You better have faith. You better believe in love and what you're going to do in your life. Because after 5 years of being here, I was just applying for my visa process, which took 11 years to get my green card. And guess what? You can't leave this country. And my dad passed away. I couldn't go and bury my father.
I remember that.
That's
So
terrible.
Yeah.
As
So-
a young immigrant, like what would you, are there any tips or lessons that you would share with younger immigrants today?
Believe in your future. Believe that there is a future here and that you can make it here. But be ready to, I guess, desocialize and re-socialize, because America still has the best sound values in any other culture that I've met. And that's freedom. And that's, you can be whoever you want here. If your heart is in the right place, you're going to make it here.
Would you say the system is fair?
No, it isn't. No, to take 11 years to become an American citizen and just to hop across the border and be here, that's not fair. So there are, laws or systems or processes that need to be changed. Yes, of course.
I mean, I hope it opens in my
But guess
lifetime.
what? I came here in 1976, and everybody else that made it here before I came here, they go, oh, you should have come here 10 years before. 10 years before, all the factories were not moving in China. It was very easy. Well, guess what? If somebody comes in today, I can't say, oh, well, 10 years ago was easier if you would have come.
But Alex, you had an ID card that said AR on it from Argentina.
That's right.
And you lied and said it was Arkansas.
That's
and
right.
someone believed you.
Well,
So I mean,
It worked.
There's that.
it wasn't
Right?
illegal.
All right. So since being in America for 52 years, what is the thing that you're most proud of?
I would have to start with my wife.
Oh, you're a stud.
Sylvia was my high school friend in Argentina. 5 years later, she came to the United States. We got married. We waited for our visas together. And she's been my companion and friend and partner for 42 years. We made a life
She
together.
made you the man you are today.
Amen.
Why do I have to talk like I'm from Scarface?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
Right.
Huh? Because you bring out the Al Pacino in me. I don't know.
I am not a greaser man. I'm a political
I'm a
refugee from
political
Cuba.
refugee
man.
of Cuba. All right, sorry.
Yeah.
Continue. All right. That
You
was
need
that's
people
terrible.
like me.
Here he is talking about Sylvia and what he's most proud of, and I'm screwing this all up. All right.
And after my wife, yes, it's my daughter, and I'm super grateful. that I could make it here, that this country opened the doors for me, that I had so many good relationships and friends. And if you look for a blessing, don't look any further. Just name it and claim it.
Amazing. I do have a question.
He's
that you
such
can,
a badass attitude. What?
Where did you adopt Sasha from?
So we went to a private adoption attorney in Beverly Hills, and Sasha was born in Kingman, Arizona. They wanted a decent family for their baby, as much as we
wanted a baby.
Yeah.
Fair.
That's the way it works.
Is that the song? I came from Kingman, Arizona, all the way to Tacoma, Philadelphia,
Atlanta, LA.
No?
I don't know.
Okay.
Winslow.
Winslow. Is that close to? Is Winslow close to Kingman? Now I want to know. All right, sorry.
Alex, I love your story, and I love your attitude, and I feel like you've taught me so much, and that you've lived this beautiful life. And thank you. Thank you for sharing with us, and thank you for coming on. And Peter,
what?
Are we just going to call it, or do you have fun facts up your sleeve?
Hell no, I'm not following that. Dude, just close this out. We're going rogue. Alex, thank you so much for being here and sharing your incredible story. If anyone is listening out there, we are selling the rights to a movie. So contact us at sortasophisticated@gmail.com. Thank you very much, because I'm in on this 50-50. All right. Thank you very much. Your journey to America, the decades you spent, not just creating products, but building relationships, mentoring people, making a difference in everybody's lives is inspiring. And you haven't stopped. You're still out there teaching people, guiding people, and proving that leadership and generosity don't have an expiration date. Alex, it's why I love you. You are my mentor, man, for sure. Cheers to you.
Well, I second almost all that Pete said, because you're not my mentor yet, but I claim dibs.
He will be.
If you take another one. But it's been an honor to have you on the show, and I know our listeners will walk away with some real wisdom today.
Thank you, guys.
And there you have it, fellow listeners, the fascinating journey through the life of our dear friend Alex, whose story spans continents, cultures, and eras, from growing up in Argentina as the child of Russian immigrants to boldly moving to the United States to pursue the American dream. His story is one of faith, love, and resilience. If we've done our job today, we hope you're walking away with this challenge in mind. What are you building that will outlast you? Whether it's in your career, your family, or your community, what's the thing that 30 or 40 or 50 years from now will make you proud and feel like you've contributed to this crazy world in some small way? Because at the end of the day, success isn't about what you take. It's about what you leave behind. If you like this episode, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who enjoys stories that inspire and make you think and laugh. And remember, every life, no matter where it leads, has wisdom worth uncovering. So until next time, stay curious and stay inspired.